Well, for the first time since I've had my GoPro Hero 8, it recorded a clip with no audio, and it just happened to be the intro clip. So in this video, we are at Don Carter State Park and headed out to do the hiking trail loop. It's actually sort of a perimeter track that goes kind of around all of the other concentric loops in the hiking area. Hopefully you do enjoy this, and again, I apologize for the voiceover, but it kind of is what it is. So yeah, not even a quarter of a mile, we crossed a little road here. This is the road that leads into the park proper. You have to pay $5 to get into the park, so keep that in mind if you come up here. But yeah, this loop, I think there's a couple of loops in here. It's all a section of woods that I didn't even realize was part of the park, so I'm really glad to see that they made some use of this section. It's going to be about 5.5 miles or so. Nothing big, but might give you some ideas about things that you can do. Maybe if you're not ready to get up into the mountains, you're getting your legs under you, or maybe you just want a place to go after work. This might be a good one. So we're here at the connector. This is all stuff we will hike again coming back out. So we make our way to where the loop splits. My understanding is there won't be a huge payoff as far as a vista or anything like that. There'll be some views of the lake / river, but gonna be one of those trails you hike because you like to hike, or at this kind of length, 5.5 miles, you hike because you want the exercise. Mine's a little of both. But yeah, this section in here, this is not particularly new looking at this trail cut, but it's new to me because years ago when I was part of the mountain biking club, we were one of the user groups that was looking at getting some trail in here. And it was mainly going to be what's over on the other side of the park. And it was decided there just wasn't enough mileage being talked about to warrant a mountain biking trail, so we kind of more or less pulled out of it. I kind of thought we probably should have done it, because at least we had something up here. But it made sense at the time, I guess. Years later, I was paddling up here and was talking to one of the guys. I think it may have been one of the rangers, and he said, yeah, they're getting ready to put in like 12 miles of horse trail and other trail up here. And I was like, you know, where would it go? Well, it turns out that they own a lot more property up here than I realized. And I don't think that all that trail came quite to fruition at that distance. But I think that may be where this section over here came from, was putting in some hiking trail over here. And keep in mind, this was 10 years ago. So, you know, things have changed. Obviously, things change all the time. So I'm glad they got use of this land, made use of this land, and put some trail in here. 5.5 miles isn't a lot, but it's enough to, you know, you can get out here early in the morning if you want to, and you know, get half a day's hike in and get a little exercise, and you know, it's something. I mean, I don't usually do a lot when it comes to state park type trails unless there's some distance like this. Most of them just have 1 or 2 mile little loops and things in them, and they're just not conducive. But having 5.5 miles makes this kind of worth coming up and checking out, in my opinion. So here we are. Well, there is some up and down. We won't see any big climbs, but there's a little bit of rolling terrain in here. We had some rock in the terrain a little while ago. We're seeing a little bit more coming here. I have seen the trail peeled off from some old trail that they've blocked off, so I don't know how long trail has been in here. Could be that it's been in here for a while, and now they've come in and they've repurposed this area. I don't know. But we're meandering our way around. we can see a sign down there that says hiking loops 1, 2, and 3. And we're going to turn to our right and take on hiking loop 1. We're just going to basically do a perimeter hike here. I think this will keep us up into the higher ground, and then we'll make our way around and hopefully get some views of the river / lake later on in the hike. So we'll see. This thing looks like it's been down a while too. Must not be a lot of people hike this upper section maybe, so they just don't have anybody up here clearing it. So all right, we got to get through it. We're around at 1. You can see here, old trail there, old trail there. They've got logs laid out to let us know to turn, but it just illustrates that there's old trail in here. We keep making our way around this loop. It's really nice. It's not terribly hot, but it is very, very humid. We got some overcast skies, and that's helping to keep the temperature somewhat in check. I got another hiker out in front of me with his dog. I haven't seen him. He's looked like he might be a runner too, but he had a big pack, so maybe not. But probably making better time than me, but he's out there somewhere. We're getting up close to a road. We can hear a little bit of traffic. Just 1 or 2 vehicles. So we continue around this loop. Eventually we'll be hooking more toward the river and get away from that a little bit. So far it's been a really good trail. This really would have been good mountain bike trail too. There's just not a lot of, it would have been fast. There's not a lot of obstacles really. Some down logs, which would make some nice log crossings. But it's nice hiking too. Trail's pretty easily defined and really, really good. Get back in here under the canopy a little bit. We're heading out across this through cut. I'm wondering if this was there's no power line on it, but I wonder if maybe it started out like that way. I see a little flag there. Somebody correct me, but that looks like that's for aviation. Maybe they're guiding somebody into a field up there somewhere where there's a small craft runway. I don't know. I had no idea. I could have looked on the map, but airplanes were not what I was looking for. Or airports. I was looking for trail. Anyway, we made our way across and got a nice little footbridge here. Continue around this loop. This is an intersection of the white loop. Loop 1 goes that way. I think our job is to go to the right. After we've walked a little bit, we'll check the GPS. I've got All Trails map downloaded just because I want to be sure I stayed on the right path, as it were. Yeah, keep working our way around the outside of this thing. You can see an old roadbed here. You can see what the water's been doing. They pretty much built that down a fault line, which is never a good idea. I'd say fault line, fall line. You never know. Well, we're getting a breeze. Something we really haven't had. Had a little bit of a breeze earlier, but I think because we're coming up this draw, or the wind's coming up this draw, is why we're getting that breeze maybe. We're going to cross it. But yeah, it feels good. It's been so still. That's the only thing we've had any significant wind. So, man, again, it's humid. When it's still and humid, that's when it gets sticky. Anyway, we'll make our way down this little dip. You can see that's a pretty good draw down there too. Short little drainage. We head across it here. Not really any big climbs, but you do get these little ups and downs, just like life. I scared up a few deer. They were right down in that sunspot down there. Scared them enough that they snorted. One of them squealed. Might get a sight of them here shortly. So we make our way down, keep our eyes peeled. One went off into there. One went up and around. Recross the trail. A lot of times they'll run a short ways and just stop. They were right in here. One of them took off that way. Maybe down here by this thicket here. Huh, it's not a thicket. It's a tree blew down over a trail. Well, this sucks. So we just came from that way. Here's another loop, hiking loop 4. Hiking loop 4. Hiking loop 2. So I'm gonna have to get out the track and see. I would have thought we'd have gone up around 4 to stay on the perimeter, but that might not be the case. So we'll see. So they have us staying on loop 2. So we have a plane flying overhead. Though you can get some extra mileage going around that. I was a little bit tempted to do that, but in the interest of staying on the track, we'll stay on the track and stay on loop 2. Got some little red shrooms. Like somebody threw some candy out. They're so vibrant. But yeah, we're gonna stay on the track here. We don't really have rain called for, but I just looked at the radar because it's getting so overcast. And there are some spotted showers popping up north of here. They could come anytime. So for this hike, we'll stay on this loop and maybe get a better map and find out what all the loops are in here. We might come back and do one more. So anyway, we're gonna keep rolling. There's the water, Chattahoochee River coming into the lake. We got some streams running there. It's got some good water flow down there, dumping out and then out into the river. Then we did get a little bit of a view there, but mostly this trail's just about the woods, which is fine with me. Yeah, they brought us down this tongue, I guess just enough to give us a little bit of a view. But no, we're coming up this draw here. I thought they were going to turn us right back up, but thankfully it's a side slope. We're up here at another point. The cove coming in. Some nice rocks over there. Need a place to sit. You can sit over there. Looks like we're getting a little bit closer down here. Yeah, hear the boats out there. Oh yeah. Pretty cool. I think most people have been just going around the other way. 6 of one, half dozen of the other. Actually get a little better view down here. Get right on down to the lake. Got some folks over there getting ready to do a run, maybe. Somebody's picnic table got washed up. Pretty cool. Nice breeze coming across here too. Just a little bit cool. Really nice. Almost stepped on this little guy. It's like a black racer, I believe. All right, little fella. Might be wanting to get across the trail, don't you think? All right. Our sign. So we're leaving loop 2. We're gonna hit the pink trail here. Stay to our right. And this should take us back around toward the lake again. Someone was hollering here a minute ago. I think they just came through this loop and maybe went that way. I'm hearing some faraway chatter, but we'll see. Well, the trail gets us pretty close. I went out to that point. Really wasn't any cleared out place where you could really see, but we'll keep moving. There's something you don't see every day in the woods. If you wanted to sit up here and look through the trees at the lake, you could. And the leaves are down. This would be a really good view. Pretty steep slope too, getting down there. Better enjoy it up here. There we go. Big blow down there, but they got a path beaten out at least. A little bit of a climb to get over that. Oh well, you can see where it would have come out right here. Got a buzzard here. Got some in the trail and I can smell something dead. Oh, really bad. Not sure where or what it is, but it's very close, whatever it is. All right, guys, I'm getting out of your way. These guys are huge. Oh, there it is. Woo! I stepped right over it. All right. Back to lunch, fellas. You're going the wrong way. I didn't get a real good look at what it was because I was trying to get by it from the stench. But what I did see, it looked like it may have been a young fawn. Real skinny legs. So, yeah, something took the fawn out and then the buzzards are cleaning up the mess. Good luck with that. All right, we're at another fork. And we are going to head across the bridge here. Follow the rest of loop 1. All right, so I just got hit by a wasp. You can see the wasp nest under there. Whoo! Hit me pretty good on my arm. Let me get away from that. So now I'm gonna have to contend with that pain till we get out of here. Hopefully no anaphylactic shock. I haven't been allergic in some years, but you never know with these things. Whoo! It was a weird looking wasp. It didn't appear to be a red wasp. It had big enough wasp to do some harm. Hit me pretty good. Sorry about the previous clip. I was a little out of sorts. I'm trying to keep my breathing steady just in case I do have a reaction. I had just hit a spider web, and I had thought it was a spider. I don't have my glasses on, obviously, so it was black and real thin, and I thought, is that a spider? He bit me awfully fast if it was a spider. Usually a spider, you know, he's got a grip, but no, it was a wasp. It was stuck to me as I was brushing it off, and then I saw it fly back toward the underside of the railing, which is what told me there had to be a nest there. I saw others flying around then after I was able to figure out what was going on, and I looked up under there, and yeah, good size nest. I don't know what kind of wasps those are, but they got me good. So I'm trying to battle fatigue. I'm very tired. It's real humid out here. It's not brutally hot, but it's so humid that, you know, it's just zapping my energy. So I'm trying to make sure I keep my breathing in check. If I do have a reaction, I want to make sure that I don't get too panicked from it, or, you know, if I do start to have a reaction, I need to make sure I'm under some kind of control. I don't think I will. I think I'll be fine. When I was young, I was very allergic to bee stings. Yellow jackets used to be a big problem. As I got older, I kind of grew out of that. I've been stung by wasps since then. Red wasp, stuff like that, without any reaction other than it hurting. So, all right, this one doesn't hurt. It's right by the elbow, so the elbow's going to be creaky for a few days. Why couldn't it be in a joint that actually hurts? You know, and all that swelling maybe will help numb out some of that. My aunt used to take bees, honeybees, and she would put them in her sock to help her arthritis pain. I guess that probably doesn't translate to wasp stings, though. I don't know. Anyway, I'm going to take a little break right here, and then we're going to catch the close our loop right over here, I think, across this through cut, and that'll close our loop, and then we'll head on back to Gobi. All right, we're going across our through cut here. It should take us right up to our split, and this closes our loop. All right, we went that way, came from this way. Won't be long now. Well, back at the parking area, I can see old Gobi waiting patiently. Hopefully nobody broke in and got my mood ring. If they did, you won't need a mood ring to figure out what my mood will be. And I'll be ticked off. So yeah, Don Carter hiking loop done. There's still more to do out there. You could pick up that loop number 4. You could do some concentric loops out there and probably get close to 10 miles if you hit everything. That we did today, I think, was more than 5.5. Tracking by GPS isn't perfect, so I'll put the step count below, but yeah, that's probably closer to 6, if not a little more. I don't know. Really wore me out. It may be a product of all this humidity. Just zaps the energy out of you. But you got something cold to drink right there in the Jeep. Assuming that the fridge didn't shut off on us. But I hope you enjoyed that. Leave a comment below. Let me know what you think. And if you haven't subscribed, consider subscribing, you know. It's not for the effort, you know. Just saying. Alright. Let's get out of here. Maybe get something to eat. We'll see.